Alright, so now in today's video, we are going to be going over the top 5 tips that I wish I knew before I hit champion. Now, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe. We're on the grind to 50k. As well as if you want to check out my second channel, I'll have a link down below, Royal Penguin 2. Go check it out. Banger videos coming very soon, but go sub. But let's get into it. Alright, so now the first tip that I wanted to talk about that I wish I really did a lot more in my lower ranks was going to be just droning in, but like having someone play off your drone, right? So if you duo queue a lot, I know I've duo queued a lot, I've trio queued a lot, but even in a 5-stack where it works the best. But this is going to be roam clearing. But the way you do it is this specific way that you'll see a lot of champions do. And I never really did it as much until I got to more of the higher ranks, right? So something you need to understand is, right, let's say the site is downstairs in like workshop, right? I'm gonna drone out here before I enter an armor lockers to take vertical control, right? I'm gonna, fuse or sledge or buck. I'm gonna drone in lockers. Oh, it's clear half wall, clear here, clear archives, right? Then let's say I walked in and I was like, all right, guys, it's clear. Let's hop in, right? Now, the issue with this is wrong because what's going to happen is what you need to do more is, right? When you are droning out, if you're duo queuing, this works best as well. It doesn't matter what you do. The more people, the better. But you need to have one person droning and one person entering. Because think about it. If I drone in, right, and I get off my drone and I've opened the door, there's so much extra time for someone to run up metal stairs and run in here. There's so much extra time for someone to run up east stairs, run into office or fountain or wherever it may be. So what you do is you send in a drone, right? This is, like I said, this is what you'll see a lot of champions do, right? Let's say I had someone send in a drone. I follow this drone. I give it like a solid like 5 feet. I let them go because if they see a drone, right, they are going to do one or two things. Either look at the drone and shoot it, which if I'm close to the drone and I'm swinging off it, they're not going to be looking at me. 2, they're going to start running, meaning their back is going to be to me. So that means I can kill them a lot easier. This will help you roam clear because the biggest thing in this game is going to be time management. You want to save as much time as you can to be able to open the floor from above, to be able to, completely know that it's clear. So roam clearing is super, super important that you have to do, and it will help you. And you can do a duo queuing. And you don't have to completely roam clear the entire map for your duo queuing. It could be hard. But at least where we're going. Like, if I'm taking control of this and I need to, get some vertical control and open the floor, just drone out this top floor. You know what I mean? Have someone follow the drone. And you will get the kills. You will not let people get away. You'll instantly be able to get the kill, and it will help you a lot. I'm telling you, if you start doing that with your duo, trio, or even 5-stack, you're going to have way more time, saved in the round to actually, like, coordinate and execute, as well as win rounds. But that being said, let's move on to the next tip. Alright, so now coming in at the number 4 spot, I have something actually will help you a ton as well. But make sure you guys stick around to the number 1 spot, because the number 1 trick or tip is something that I feel is like the most important thing when it comes to what I wish I learned and stuff that will help you as well. But this is something that's really good that will help you too, is playing off angles. Now, what I mean by that is playing like an absolute freak, right? Like, you would think, okay, in Champion Elo, you're versus the top players, so you can't do stupid stuff, but that's where you're wrong, okay? Now, I'm not saying blatantly do stupid stuff like, hey, look, there's 3 people in here. I'm just gonna run in here. Like, no, that's not even about stupid stuff. But I more mean playing off angles, right? So let's say I was taking control of, kitchen, right? I'm an attacker. It really just means don't sit in common spots, right? Like playing in weird spots. Like, I'm gonna pre-fire this. I'm gonna pre-fire this bomb. I'm gonna pre-fire back there. But where would I not pre-fire? And that's what you have to ask yourself when you are thinking on defense and what you're going to play, right? So, for example, a really weird angle sometimes where, let's say, like, I was running, I was taking cover, I was, like, playing, like, right here, or playing in this corner and, like, waiting for someone to come around the corner. Nobody in this world, in their lifetime, is coming in to sunrise and going like this. Going like this. That's not what they're doing. I promise you, if that person does it, there's something wrong with them. They need to be shunned. They need to be, like, get them out, bro. There's something wrong with them. Like, it's just not what you do. And that's not the best spot, but I'm just showing an example, right? Like, another example would be, like, for example, if I'm an attacker, or I'm a defender, right? And I'm peeking sunrise, I'm going to expect somebody to probably be right on this head glitch, so my crosshair is going to be here, right? You think, right? You want to have your crosshair generally here, which is what I would do every time. However, when I attack, what I'll tend to do is I won't really sit on this head glitch and go like this. What I'll do is I'll sit up here and crouch up here like this, because now their crosshair is going to be at my ankles or at my feet, meaning I have a much better advantage because most likely they're going to be crouched or standing, so I can have an off angle and be like in like a weird spot. So there's so many off angles and so many different examples. Like, if you are like, just don't do the most common things. And if you don't always do the by the book strat things, like we have to be a certain angle, like for example, even like if someone's pushing a blue bar or whatever it says, you know, aqua, holding an angle like this, bro, like just hold, like standing on top of the billiard table, playing like a rat. I'm telling you, it will help you get more kills, and you don't need to have the most A1 spots. Just play like a freak, and I promise you it will work. Alright, so now for this next tip, we are going to be talking about aggression and confidence. I'm going to combine the two because I do always talk about aggression and confidence in a lot of my tip videos, but this is something that I do wish that I actually understood more. And let me break down aggression for you and kind of show you what I mean by this, right? So for example, what is an aggressive spot to play, right? This is a very common spot for them to push. You might get aggressive, and instead of holding pillar right here like this, a more safer spot, you might come over here and hold this door with a shotgun and wait for them to peek you and then swing them, right? Let them peek you, but you'll swing them. You have a shotgun, right? Or for example, instead of holding this angle back here, which is not a bad angle to hold, I hold this angle a lot too, you might get aggressive and you might hold this corner angle right here and wait for them to come into pillar. Because once they come into pillar, you take that risk and you either swing this, or you swing the people in pillar, or you even hold this aggressive angle and you wait for them to come in. And it's just stuff like that that you wouldn't think would work because you're versing higher level people, or even in silver, gold, whatever it may be, it's going to work, especially in the lower ranks. If you play in their face, in spots they're not expecting, it kind of comes together with the second tip I gave about the off angles, but not all off angles are aggressive, so you know what I mean? So that's why I would just, you know, there's two separate tips. But if you can combine the off angles as well with the aggression, you will do very well, and it will catch so many people off guard. Like, think about it, a lot of people are not checking this corner immediately. They're probably going to be checking here, they're going to be checking, you know, the stairs. But once you hear someone here, or just swing this idiot, shotgun him, smoke him, right? Once you hear someone in pillar, get ready, bro, to just swing this fool, bro. Just get ready for it. Obviously, watch out for this, too. You don't want to get killed from someone here. But if you know they're all in pillar or something like that, bro, just get aggressive. Or even, what I'll do right here, right? I'll play over here, wait for them to be in pillar, give them like a second, right? The first thing I'll check is here, right? Because the people that are watching pillar or holding pillar are probably holding this angle, right? Or they're holding this angle. They're not holding this angle, okay? So getting aggressive, right? I'll come up here. I'll just start swinging people. Swing this. Kill anyone in pillar. Playing aggressive is not bad. You have to just have confidence in yourself. If you can go do a TDM and drop 30 kills, you can go drop 10 kills in a fucking regular game. You just have to tell yourself that, like, you have that ability, and remind yourself you have that ability, and I promise you, you'll do better. But I wish I played more aggressive back in the day before I got really good, because I know that if I did, I would have gotten much better way quicker. So definitely give it a try. Alright, now coming at the number 2 spot, I want to talk about a tip that I wish I did seriously way more back in the day before I was not champion. And that is going to be getting yourself way more kills as well doing this. I'm not kidding. If you could understand how to do this and where to do this, you're going to get free kills. Like, it's actually such a joke on how easy you're going to get free kills, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to take an outbird that has a grenade. And you are quite literally going to start to learn where people sit. And you are going to nade them from below. Very, very simple, and I feel like it has to be in this video. Like, for example, I do this every time. If I am playing Chalet and they are upstairs, what am I doing? I am bringing nades, because if I'm gonna go for a solar push, right? A common solar push is how people go on top of these two windows. When they go on these two windows, you have either people sitting over here, or mainly right here. We all sit here, right? You know, in this corner, you're not able to see them from the bathroom window, but you could still hold solar. Well, what do I do? And a great way to find out if someone is there is a common drone. Just drone them out. You could literally just send in a random drone, and if he shoots it or you see him, then you know. But all you would do is you take a nade and you would throw it right there, and you will kill him. Like, for example, if I take this nade, he's dead. Anyone there in this area? Dead. Dead, 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 bro. Like, and you get a kill. It will help you clear out areas way easier and literally give you free kills. Like, I'm not, like, the amount of kills that I've gotten is actually such a troll. Like, and there's so many good maps. Why is the bump down here? But, like, for example, this entire top, like, you know, entire top floor is completely destructible. Like, look at this spot, right? Do you see this? This common spot that people always sit. If, like, they're always sitting this half wall and contest this stupid little half wall. So they can watch the K9 door, or they can go and they can watch, you know, the wall, right? They sit, like, right over here. All you do is, look, you come from below, you take this nade, and you throw it at it. They're dead. Just like my drone. Destroyed. But, look, that's the spot. So, if you could find out, right, just go in and play operators and start to test it out in custom game first, right? I would recommend you do that because you will blow yourself up in game. I've done it a couple times. I won't lie to you, but just practice it. And once you master that, you will get so many free kills. I'm not joking. It's actually so free, like so free. Like just learn it and understand where to do it. All right, now coming in at the #1 spot. What is the #1 thing that I wish I knew before I hit champion? That is going to be a broad topic, which is utility. There's a lot that goes into utility, and real quick, I want to break it down for you, and I wish I kind of really grasped it at a lower rank, and I didn't really until I got to higher, right? You need to understand how important it is to use and also clear utility, right? Think about it. If you don't like, if we're playing down here, and you have a shield here, a common spot is this, trench area, right? So if there's no shield here, they can just walk in and they can just, nade out this corner and walk in and then take control and just kill you, right? If there's a shield here, okay, they have to clear the shield. If they don't, the person on the shield is swinging them, or the person in bathroom is swinging them, and they're getting killed, okay? So if you don't have that Ash that's a fee of those nades, you are going to lose. It's going to be so much harder to clear this guy on the shield. And as a defender, make sure you are putting your shield, or make sure you are bringing a shield for spots like this. Same with barbed wire. Make sure you are bringing barbed wire and putting them on stairs and putting them on actual good, like staircases and spots. Like for example, you don't want the barbed wire down here. Why don't you want the barbed wire down here? You don't want it down here. You want it up here, right? Why is that? Because you want to use the barbed wire as a sound cue and not a deterrent of making them slower or making them, like slow before they push you. Like, no. You want it like higher up over here because you want to know right when they get down here. Once you hear them pushing it, you know you have time to go and, like, for example, peek this spot over here, right? You know you have time to do that. To where, as if they are crouch walking and the barbed wire is right here, they can just be like, you're like, oh my god, I hear barbed wire. And by that time, the guy's already dead. So you need to understand utility and how it works. And I wish I understood it. Like I mentioned earlier, make sure you're putting barbed wire further up. You want to use it as a sound cue. You don't like, make sure it's not all the way at the bottom of the staircase. Make sure you're using your utility as on a shield, right? Play your shield. Make them waste time. The whole point is to make them waste time. Make them burn the utility. Whether that was a Rooney Gates, Jaegers, Wamais. Like, if you could start to understand the way the utility game works in this, on defense, it's going to help you so much. Now, on attack, it's super important. Make sure you always have somebody with a Gon 6, with nades, with flashes to burn ADSs, and then a Gon 6 to shoot the shields, or Maestro turrets to destroy with grenades, or a Gon 6, or an Ash charge. Make sure you do that, because think about how horrible your attack will be if you have to push shields, if you have a Rooney Gates, and you have nothing to burn them with. Like, you need, like, and it sounds so simple, but you would think it would be simple, but it's not. People don't do it. They just go players or operators where they want to go, and they don't bring utility, or they take Ash and they don't even bother to come down and push with the team and clear out utility. They'll just run in and die with Ash, or whoever has the nades just run in and die and not really clear utility for the team. And if you could understand how to clear utility, well, that's what, droning out, figuring out where stuff is, using your nades, using your charges, and same thing on defense earlier, using your barbed wire, setting up your cameras, whatever it may be. If you can understand that and make sure you're always doing this to waste time and always clearing out utility, it's going to help you levels above it, because there's levels to this game. You could be champion and still not understand the utility. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe. Also check out my second channel once again. I'm going to be grinding that channel as well very soon. I'm working on a thumbnail designer right now, and then I'll have a couple videos out. But I'll see y'all. Have a great day. Much love. Mwah.